People is calling castor oil the natural retinol, but if you're like me and you're starting to see those fine lines, especially on the forehead, around the eyes and mouth, you want to know, does it actually work, or are we just putting thick oil on our faces for nothing? Before we get into my personal results, we have to understand that castor oil and retinol don't even work in the same way. Think of retinol as your skin's reset button. Its whole job is to go in and tell your skin, hey, let's get rid of those old tired cells and bring up the fresh new ones. Your skin is like a conveyor belt. New cells form at the base, they travel to the surface, and eventually they shed. Retinol speeds up that conveyor belt. Faster turnover means more fresh new cells are brought to the surface. It's the gold standard for a reason. A research found that retinol significantly improves the appearance of fine lines and overall texture in 24 weeks of consistent use. But as many of us over 40 know, that reset can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming for our skin. It can leave your face feeling dry, flaky, and just a little bit sensitive. And that is exactly where castor oil comes in. Now, castor oil is completely different. I like to think of it as like a deep hug for your skin. It's incredibly thick and rich, which might sound like a bad thing, but that's actually what makes it so effective. Castor oil is packed with special fatty acids like retinolic acid, which acts like a seal over your skin. Instead of letting water evaporate throughout the day or overnight, it locks in the moisture. Think of it like wrapping your skin in a cozy blanket that helps it stay hydrated for hours. When your skin is well hydrated, it looks smoother, softer, and more supple. Those tiny dehydration lines become less noticeable because the skin is literally plumper. It doesn't erase wrinkles or rebuild collagen, but it can make fine lines look noticeably softer by improving the skin's moisture and giving it a fuller, healthier appearance. So while retinol is rebuilding the foundation by stimulating collagen and speeding up cell turnover, castor oil is improving the surface, helping your skin stay plump, cushioned, and hydrated. One works on your skin structure over time. The other gives you an immediate boost in hydration that makes fine line less obvious. So if retinol rebuilds your skin and castor oil hydrates it, does that mean you should be using them both? Actually, yes, but probably not the way you think. In a minute, I'll show you the simple night on and night off routine I've been using that's made the biggest difference for my skin. After testing both consistently, I noticed something really interesting. Retinol definitely made my skin feel smoother over time, but because it speeds up the cell turnover, my already dry under eye area sometimes look even drier and like feel a little thinner. Then I started using just a tiny amount of castor oil around that area, and the difference wasn't that my wrinkles disappeared, it was that my skin finally stayed hydrated throughout the night. Those little dehydration lines look softer, the areas look less tired, and my under eyes feel so much more comfortable the next morning. That's when I realized these two ingredients aren't really competing with each other, they're solving two completely different problems. Now, I see a lot of you asking in the comments in my other castor oil video, can I mix retinol and castor oil together or layer them on top of each other? This is the one mistake that can actually make your skin look older instead of younger. Retinol is a powerful active. If you apply your retinol and then immediately seal that in with a thick layer of castor oil, you're essentially trapping that retinol against your skin. For many of us over 40, our skin is naturally getting a bit thinner and more sensitive. When you trap a strong ingredient like that, it can become too intense. Instead of a gentle reset, you might end up with redness, peeling, or even more dryness, which actually makes fine lines look deeper. It's like putting a lid on a boiling pot. It just increases the heat. So if you're wondering how to get the benefits of both without ending up with dry, irritated skin, skin, here's a routine that worked best for me and one I think makes the most sense for 40 plus skin. The biggest lesson I learned, less is more. If you have deep-set wrinkles or sun damage you're trying to fade, retinol is likely still your best friend. But the trick is not to overdo it. I recommend using it only 2 to 3 nights a week. This gives your skin that reset without causing constant peeling. Go for lower strength retinol, like below 0.3%. Anything above 0.5% retinol can be too strong if you have sensitive skin or new to retinol. On your off nights, that is when you give your skin that deep hug with castor oil. By using the oil on the nights you don't use retinol, you're letting your skin recover. It stays plump and hydrated while the retinol does the heavy lifting deep down. Sometimes, especially during the winter, I will use like 2 drops of castor oil and put on my entire face. But on most nights, I just put on the places where I see fine lines. To make it even easier, here is how to choose. If your biggest concern is deep wrinkles and sun damage, focus on retinol. If your skin is dry, sensitive, or you deal with eczema like I do, castor oil is your best friend. And if you have both wrinkles and dryness, don't choose. Use both, just on alternate nights. The winner isn't really one or the other. It's knowing when your skin needs a reset and when it needs a hug. This approach has completely changed how my skin feels. No more tightness, just soft, hydrated skin that feels healthy at 41. If your skin has been feeling tired or deflated lately, make sure you hit that subscribe button because next week I'm going to show you what I layer underneath an occlusive like Vaseline to get even more out of my nighttime routine. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!